Hello, welcome in. As you guys see, we're gonna get right into it. I have my wrist weights on. Mine are 3 pounds, so they're gonna light up my arms real quick. You grab whatever you have. If you don't have any, you're also more than welcome to do this body weight. Grab a Pilates ball. We're gonna use it a little bit later. Look at Chloe's wandering right in, per usual, as soon as I start filming. Hello. All right, guys, let's get started. Roll the shoulders open, stand with feet hips width distance apart, and let's just allow the eyes to soften here for a second. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose and imagine growing taller out of the crown of your head, pulling the upper ribs in, finding a slight tuck of the tailbone so we're engaging through our deep core. And then exhale, release and let it go. Feel the arms weighted heavy down by your side. Tension falling away from the ears, especially since we have a little bit of weight on our wrists. Once more, nice deep inhale through the nose. And big exhale out of the mouth. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring your hands into prayer. Step your feet slightly wider than hips width distance apart. Lower down into your squat and pause. Look down at your toes. Can you see them? If not, sink the weight back. If you can, you're in a good position. Nice and strong in those heels. Core is engaged. Hold it here for 10. Nice and strong through the breath. Hold it here for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, stand up and lower. Lift, add the arms, and lower back to prayer, down by the hips. Good, warming up through the quads, through the glutes and hamstrings, also as well as the core and the arms. This is really a nice full body warm-up. You're really just finding your way up there, aren't you, Chloe? We hold it low again in 5. In 2. Hold it low, pause. Transfer your weight over that right leg. Step your left foot out and bring it in. Out, in. Weight is strong on that right leg. We're here for 10. Just a little toe tap, really firing up this right leg. Last 4. Shoulders open. 2. Pause with that foot in. Now step it back. Back. Maybe we hold the arms open, palms face up. Light up through the shoulders and biceps. Nice and strong through that right foot. We go for 5. Step it forward, lower down. Step over to the left, hands to prayer. Weight is in that left leg. Step the right foot out and in. Out and in. Remember to roll the shoulders open. Thinking of pulling the shoulder blades towards your spine. We go for 5. Last 2. Pause with the toe in, step it back. Maybe you get a little bit lower. Woo! Let's go. Keep retightening the core. Staying in that neutral spine, so not over coming into that posterior tuck of the pelvis. But we're still keeping the core nice and engaged. We go for our last 3. 2. Good, bring both feet together, both heels lower. Stay low, just your heels lift and lower. Lift, lower, maybe bring the hands by the ears. Breathing, finding the balance, the control, maybe you get a little bit lower. Last 6. Last 2. Hold it up there, little pulse. Pulse, yes you can, we go for 8. Last 4, 3, 2, and lower down, stand up. Whew, roll the shoulders open. I think the legs are warm. Stand once more with feet hips width distance apart. Lift the arms in front. Open, down. Lift, open, down. Getting some toning through the shoulders. Building some muscle endurance. Good, let's go for 6. Last 3. Still strong through the core. Pause, open, center, lower. So switching directions with those arm circles. Ooh, hello, front delt. These are also super good for the posture. I love reminding myself to roll my shoulders open, nice and strong, rooted equally into that left and right foot. Last 6. Last 3. 2. So good. Whew. Open the arms wide. Palms face up, little pulse. Pulse. 10. 4, 3, 2. Pause. Bend the elbows. Close, open. Close, open. Oh, we burden. Almost there. Give me 6. 4, 2. And lower the arms down. Grip the palms behind you. Roll the shoulders open. Maybe find a slight arch of the back, looking up towards the ceiling. And then take a dive forward. Let your head hang heavy. Shake your head no. Shake your head yes. And then come down to hands and knees. And then shift back into a child's pose. Take a nice deep inhale. And then round your spine as you come forward. Give me a tricep push-up. Back into your child's pose. Round forward. Tricep push-up. Good. Keep going with your breath here. Really think of rounding the spine here. So, of course, we're warming up even deeper into the triceps, into the shoulders. But we're also getting a nice stretch as we sink those glutes back. And as we round the spine to come forward. Let's go for 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Good. Last one. Lower halfway down, pause. Little pulse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Big press. Woo, shift it back. And round forward. Drop your hips. Elbows bend by the hips. And reach the arms forward. Good. Let's get into a little bit of back, a little bit of extension. Reach the arms long, reach the legs long. Maybe the forehead will rest on your mat. Take a second here. Pull the belly button towards your backbone so we're not feeling any tension in the low back. Core is still nice and engaged. Flatten the tops of the feet onto the floor. Engage to the quads, glutes, hamstrings. Pause there. Hover the left leg and the right arm. Lower down. Switch. Lower the right leg. Lift the right leg, lift the left arm. Lower and switch. Maybe you lift the chest a little bit here. Just make sure you're not overextending from the head. We want to keep the head in alignment with the spine. Good. Remember to just listen to your body here, lifting just as much as it feels good for you today. This is definitely one of my weaker parts of my body, so I really need to work on this. Hence, we will be working on more of this. So good to balance out the work that we do in the front with the work in the back. Good. Pause here. Bring the hands under the head. Rest your forehead. Arms are open. Glue the heels together. Glue the toes together behind you. Take an inhale. Find a slight tuck at the tailbone. Lift the heels and lower. Lift the heels and lower. Squeeze the glutes. Squeeze the hamstrings. You can also look towards one side if your head gets tired. We go for 6. Last 3. 2. Good. Hold it up there. Give me little heel kicks. Click, click, click for 8. Last 4. 3, 2, rest. Good. Wiggle the hips a little bit here. A little bit more work back to our upper body lift. And taking inhale here. Still thinking energy out of the toes, out of the crown of the head. Then on your exhale, hover the hands and set them down. Now, it's going to feel a lot different here if you have those heavier wrist weights. So just keep that in mind as we go here. It's not always about how high you can lift, but really, are you engaging the right muscles? Again, inhale, exhale, hover. Inhale, lower. Hover. And lower. Good, we go for 4. Squeezing the back here for 3. 2. Last 1. And hands by the rib cage, take an inhale, and press back into your child's pose. Round forward once more. Find a nice quadruped position here. We're going to do some more single arm work. But first, we're going to do a little bit of cat-cow. Inhale, go ahead and look up. Exhale, round the spine, drop the head. 2 more. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. And come into neutral. Beautiful. We're going to do a little bit of side work. So I want you to bring your left hand to the center of the mat. Roll over that left knee. Right knee will stack on top. Now it's kind of like a modified side plank position, yeah? So left hand is under the shoulder. Reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Triceps, bend the elbow and press. Bend and press. So we're thinking of a nice side line so that bottom oblique is engaged. That bottom shoulder is pulling down the spine, engaging into the lat. We go for 8. Also working on our core stability here. For 4, 3, 2, pause. Now lower the arm in front of you and lift. I don't know what's working more, the bottom arm or the top. Honestly, I think the bottom. Let's go for 8. 6. Don't let those hips wobble, right? We're keeping them nice and stacked. We go for 3, 2, pause down, little pulse, pulse. 8, 4, 3, 2, and lower down. Beautiful work. Come down to that left bicep, reach the legs long. Top hand to your hip, press this hip down, find energy out of that bottom leg. And now we'll lift and lower. Lift and lower, side leg lift. Remember that bottom oblique is staying engaged, so we're really working through the core as we work through this abductor, our outer glute. I love that Chloe's just sitting there so peacefully as we work here. Let's go for 8. Maybe reach that arm up towards the ceiling. Hold it there for 4. Pause with that heel up. Now bottom heel lifts, lowers, lifts, lower. Getting into that bottom inner thigh, that bottom adductor. We go for 8. Keep the hips stacked. I know you might want to wobble here, especially if that arm is up. Keep those obliques engaged, internal and external. Last 3, 2, pause with both heels up. Now both heels lower, both heels lift. Lower, lift. Ooh, I know sometimes that bottom hip really starts to hurt. I'm not going to keep us here so long because mine is, but you can always roll, fold your mat, double time so you have a little bit more padding. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower down. Pause, bend the knees in front of the hip. Now, as that leg lifts, I want you to lower your hand down. Then as the knee lowers, lift the hand. So kind of go in reverse here. Maybe we even keep the heels connected. Hover the heels. Yeah, that's it. Bottom oblique is staying nice and lifted. Working through the shoulder, working through that scapular mobility while we work the glutes and the core. Let's go for 8. Pause with knee up, arm down, pulse the arm, pulse the knee up, up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and set it down. Beautiful job. Press yourselves up. Come up to your knees. Take a second here, roll the shoulders open. Let's do a few bicep curls in between. Curl and lengthen. Curl and lengthen. We go for 8. Last 2. And last one, hold your curl, reach the arms forward and bring in. Right in front of those shoulders. Like a serve, just on those heels with those ankle weights. Shall we say wrist weights? Finding your flow, coming back to the breath. Make sure you're breathing throughout. Even when that heart rate starts to rise, it's so important to come back to the breath. We go for 4. 2. Good. Now take it out on a diagonal. Reach, draw in. Reach, draw in. Reach. Hug the shoulder blades behind you. It's almost like a little hold once you get out there. Last 8. Last 4. I know, sorry guys, I keep my eyes closed because sometimes these lights that I'm filming with get to me and I'm just like, oh, find my happy place with my eyes closed. Last 1, hold the arms open, little pulse to finish. 8. Ouch. Last 4, 3, 2, rest. Oh, we have that modified side plank on deck. So let's go ahead and get there. Reach that right hand to the center of the mat. Walk the knees out. Stack that top knee. Make sure you have a nice long line from the knee, out that shoulder, out the crown of the head. That wrist is under the shoulder. Reach the arm up. Pull that bottom lat down and triceps bend. Press. We go for 8. Really try to squeeze that tricep here. I know we don't have a lot of weight on that upper arm, but find that mind-muscle connection. For 3. Once more, hold the arm up, lower in front of you. Keep the core stable. Lift. We go for 8. Almost there. Ooh, bottom shoulder's talking. We go for 4. 3. 2. Hold it, pulse. Last 8. Keep the hips square. 4, 3, 2. Lower the hips down. Come down to your bicep. We have our side leg lifts. Lift that bottom hip. Maybe bring your top hand to your hip and then lift and lower. Remember to keep the hips stacked. Really squeeze that outer glute. Maybe reach the arm up just to challenge that arm, challenge the core a little bit more. We go for 8. Pause with it up there. Now bottom heel lifts, lowers, lifts, lowers. 8. Now that top arm is talking. I don't know about you. 4. Hold both heels up, lower, lift, lower, lift. Last 8. Squeeze obliques. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower down. So good. Bend the knees in front of the hips. Lift the heels. Keep the heels glued. Lift the arm back up. Knee lifts, arm lowers, and bring it down. Still keep the hips stacked and that bottom oblique lifted. We go for 8. Breathing, last 3. Last one, hold knee up, arm down, pulse both. Up, up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower it down. Beautiful work. Come onto your backs, refine the center of the mat, and draw the knees in towards your chest. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, let it go. Reach the left leg long. Take a gentle twist, pull the knee across body, reach the opposite arm long. Hold it here for one more breath. And switch. Opposite knee draws in, pull it across body, reach that opposite arm long, get a stretch to the shoulder, through the lumbar spine. Hold it here for one more breath. And come back through center. Reach for your ball. We're going to do a little bridging. Put that ball right above the knees. Stamp the feet onto the floor. Take a nice deep inhale. And then on your exhale, squeeze the ball. Tuck the tailbone, squeeze the glutes. Squeeze the hamstrings, lift up into your bridge. And then roll the spine back down to the mat. Exhale, lift. Inhale, roll down. Remember to keep the ribs knitted in, so we're engaging those abdominals as we work through the posterior chain. Hold this next one up there. Give me 3 squeezes of the ball. Pulse in, in, in. Hold and roll down. Lift back up. Squeeze in, in, in. Roll down. Good. Again, keep that rhythm. Lift, squeeze, 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 and roll down. Maybe add the arms. Reach the arms up. Squeeze, 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 and lower them back down. And lift. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the hamstring, squeeze the ball 3 times. Hi, baby. And slowly roll down. Good, keep it up. We go for 2. Chloe, you're in the view. Come here. Down. Last one, hold the bridge. Give me a little pulse, the glutes, a little lower, and lift, lower, lift. Are you still squeezing the ball? If not, squeeze harder. We go for 8. Last 3, 2. Stay lifted, squeeze that ball, pulse in, in, in. Good for 8. And roll back down. Good. Float your legs into tabletop. Curl up. Pause. Heels together, toes apart. Squeeze the ball. Pulse in. And can you curl up a little higher? Good. We go for 8. Shoulders away from the ears. 4, 3, 2, pause. Separate the heels. Lower the heels down. Reach the arms back up into your bridge. Pause. Hold it here for 8. Squeeze the ball harder. Holding for 4, 3, 2. Roll down. Oh, hammies are starting to talk. Float into tabletop, heels together, toes apart. Squeeze the ball, pulse in, shoulders away from the ears, curl up a little higher. For 8. Hold the squeeze, little pulse, reach those arms. Pulse, pulse, 8. Good, lower down, arms reach, keep the legs right where they're at. And curl up. Lower the head, arms lift. And curl. We go for 4. Really engaging through the core for 3. Nice and slow and controlled. 2. Good. Next one, we pause in our curl. Little pulse to finish. Good. Last 8. And lower down. Drop the ball. Lower the feet. Give me a nice little butterfly. Maybe open the arms wide. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Good. Go ahead and lift the hips. We're going to set the ball right under the tailbone. Arms are going to stay planted on the mat for now. Find a slight tuck of your tailbone knit into the ribs. And then go ahead and reach the legs up towards the ceiling and pause. Point the toes, squeeze the inner thighs together. Lower the left foot down and lift. Switch, right lowers and lifts. I really want you to think of control here. So we're moving so slow, like we're dragging the heel through mud. And then we're using the quads, of course, but let's really try to let that lift come from the action of squeezing those low abdominals. We're going to add some flexion. Flex that foot as you lower. Point the toe as you lift. Flex to lower. Point to lift. Good. Pause with both heels at the top. We're going to draw some big circles, starting with just that left foot. Lower the left foot down through center. Keep the foot pointed. Little circle out and around. Heel stacks right over the hip. Now I want you to be mindful. Maybe bring your hands towards your thumbs to your hip, the point pubic part of that bone, the top of your pelvis. Lower the heel down. Keep the hips square as you circle out and around. If you feel the pelvis shifting from side to side, then you've gone a little too far open with that heel. So we're still trying to maintain our core stability here. Let's go for 4. 3. 2. Last one. Reverse, circle out and around. Remember, we're just working that left leg and lift. And I don't know about you, this is kind of like a massage for the mind. It's nice and slow and controlled, but we're still working the body in all these beautiful, juicy ways. So really just let your mind get into a flow here. Let it calm down as you work the body. Let's go for 2. Last one, pause. Maybe you know your hips are steady. You can reach the arms back down. Let's start with the circles. Right foot is going to lower through center, circle out and around. Now, one side will usually feel different than the other. Keep that in mind. Know it's okay. It's normal. Last 4. 2. Pause at the top, reverse out and around, up through center. Keep that core tight. Nice and slow and controlled. I know the hips might be talking. That's okay. We still have to build strength in our hips too. Last 3. Last 1. Pause at the top, draw the knees in. Maybe draw a few circles with the knees. Take them the other way. Good. Recenter that ball if it has moved, and then float your legs into tabletop. Knees stack over the hips. We're going to lower the left toes towards the floor. Lift, switch, right toes lower. And lift. Lower, lift, lower, lift. Now we're working through the quads, through the hips, as well as the core. If you want more, maybe you reach the arm up. If you still want more, maybe you reach both up. You might wobble a little bit, but see if you can find that stability as we keep moving. We go for 8. Last 3. Last one, pause with both legs in tabletop and draw the knees in. Gently remove the ball. Beautiful. Set it off to the side. We're going to do a little bit more bridging, single leg. So arms on the floor, roll the shoulders open, stamp the feet, hips width distance apart, right heels under the knees. Lift up into your bridge and pause. Send the right leg up towards the ceiling. Keep the hips square and give me a little lower. And lift, lower, lift. A little bit quicker than our articulated bridge, although we're still rounding from the spine to lower. And lift. We go for 8. Pause at the top and pulse. Pulse. 8. Squeeze a glute, squeeze a hamstring. 4, 3, 2. Lower the right foot. Stay lifted. Send the left one up. Back to our single leg bridge. Lower. And lift. Lower. Lift. We go for 8. You got this. Find the breath. Find your mind-muscle connection. We go for 4. Last one, pause, lifted, little pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower both heels down. Stay lifted. Draw little circles with the hips down and around to the left. And to the left. For 8. Burn out the glutes, burn out the hamstrings. Almost there. Maybe reach the arms up. We're almost done. Last 3, 2. Pause, center, other way. Down and around to the left or to the right. Last 6. Knees are staying still, just moving through the pelvis, moving through the hips. Last 3, 2. Pause up there, little pulse to finish. 10. 4, 3, 2. Lower the arms, lower the legs, big stretch. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, let it go. Last one, nice deep inhale. And exhale, let it go. Good. Reach the arms up over the shoulders. Take once more deep inhale. And then exhale, let's roll up. Reach for those toes. Big forward fold as you dive forward. Let the head hang heavy. Release through the thoracic and cervical spine. And then gently round up. Let's take the wrist weights off. We'll finish with a little gentle stretch. So go ahead and meet me back on hands and knees. We're going to go into a low lunge. Step the right foot forward. Bring the right hand to the knee. And then drop the hips. And maybe take a gentle twist towards your right. Getting a stretch maybe through the hamstring, definitely through that front left hip. And shift back. Hamstring stretch, flex the foot. And forward once more, open the chest. Gentle twist. And shift back. And come forward once more, bring the right foot back, step the left forward. Lower the hips towards the mat and reach the left hand to the knee. Take a gentle twist towards your left. Inhale. Exhale, shift back into that hamstring. Inhale. Exhale, round forward, hand to the knee. Inhale on your twist. Exhale, shift back. Once more, inhale, forward, twist. Exhale, back. Good. Go ahead and turn sideways on your mat. Meet me in a gentle cross-legged position. Hands to the knees. Maybe take a few gentle rocks forward. Ooh, that always feels so nice on the hips. And the glutes. Reverse directions. Last one. Come back up through center. Circle the arms up overhead. And lower them back behind you. Open the chest. Maybe look up towards the ceiling. And stack up once more. Bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Really thank your body for being here today, for putting in the effort, regardless of whether you wanted to or didn't want to. I'm sure now you are grateful that you did. We'll finish out with a few closing breaths together. Nice deep inhale through the nose. Big exhale out of the mouth. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And big exhale. Good. Shake it out. Shake it out. Thank you so much for being here. Like, comment. Let me know how you like this. I love to hear from you. I love to hear what you loved, what you want more of. I'm here for you, and I will see you again soon.